As we age, we need more protein in our diet to preserve muscle mass, compensate for metabolic changes, and avoid gaining abdominal fat. In this video, I'll share my simple daily meals that help me hit my protein goals and explain general food principles for keeping your weight under control. So, why is protein so important when we hit our 40s? First, we start experiencing a decline in metabolism, and our bodies burn fewer calories at rest compared to when we were younger. This makes it harder to maintain a healthy weight. Second, we lose around 3 to 8% of muscle mass per decade. Protein, along with strength training, is crucial for rebuilding and preserving muscle tissue. Additionally, protein helps with appetite control. It can keep you feeling satisfied for longer, reducing overall calorie intake. Okay, but how much protein do we actually need daily? This is the easiest part, guys. Aim for about 2 grams per kilogram or 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight. This amount will effectively support your muscles, boost metabolism, and help with overall weight management. But don't obsess over these numbers. If you consume slightly more or less, it will still be beneficial for your diet. Now that we've covered the basics, let's dive into my meal plan. For me, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. A well-balanced breakfast provides enough energy for my workouts, helps me stay full longer, and prevents overeating later. My typical breakfast includes 4 eggs paired with crisp breads and vegetables. I mix things up to keep it interesting, so I might have scrambled, fried, or boiled eggs, or even a delicious omelette with mushrooms and bell peppers. For the crisp breads, I usually go with avocado and cheese spread, or peanut butter. My choice of vegetables can vary too, from bell peppers to cucumbers and tomatoes. This slight variety helps keep things fresh and enjoyable while meeting my protein and fiber goals. So for breakfast, I generally consume about 35 to 45 grams of protein. Now, let's get to the lunch. Here I can be more creative and spend some time figuring out healthy and nutrient-dense meals. Let's take a look at some of my latest recipes. One of my favorites is turkey and mushroom risotto. It's rich in protein and has an absolutely incredible flavor. The key difference from the classic risotto recipe is in proportions. I prefer to have slightly more protein and fewer carbs, so there's a lot of turkey and mushrooms and less rice. This incredible dish will provide you with about 80 grams of protein and 70 grams of carbs. My another go-to lunch is a mixed salad with vegetables, turkey and buckwheat. This combination might seem a bit unusual at first. In fact, it not only tastes delicious, but is also packed with essential nutrients, protein and fiber. So you'll get about 70 grams of protein and 40 grams of carbs. Another meal I enjoy at least once a week is fried salmon with a green salad and feta cheese. The salmon provides high-quality protein and healthy fats, while the greens are loaded with vitamins and minerals. This amazing dish will provide you with 50 grams of protein and 30 grams of healthy fats, which are crucial for our health. And your likes are crucial for the health of this channel. Okay, let's move on and see what I have for dinner. For me, this is the most predictable and easy to prepare meal of the day. And the Oscar goes to… yes, it's low-fat cottage cheese with seasonal fruits and berries. I know, cottage cheese can taste a bit bland on its own, but if you mix it with Greek yogurt and add some sweet and juicy fruits and berries, it can be very enjoyable. I have a 250-gram pack of cottage cheese, a few peaches or apples, and a handful of blueberries or raspberries. All this provides me with an incredible 45 grams of protein and about the same amount of carbs. But this meal isn't as simple as you might think. The unique benefit of cottage cheese is that it contains a type of slow protein, called casein. It takes more time to digest, which helps you feel full for several hours. I usually have this dinner 2 to 3 hours before bed, and I never experience nighttime cravings. Well, those are my 3 main meals. But what about snacks? Do I have anything in between? First of all, I have a protein shake between breakfast and lunch. This is when I'm working out, so I have a protein shake right after physical activity. Paired with cold milk, it refills my drained glycogen stores and helps with muscle recovery. Just one portion of this delicious shake will provide you with about 25 grams of lean, high-quality protein. Check out the description for my protein recommendations. Next, I usually have some fruits and vegetables between lunch and dinner, like carrots and apples. They contain a lot of fiber, which helps with digestion and makes me feel full until the evening. Also, if I'm not on a calorie deficit, I enjoy a handful of raw mixed nuts, like almonds, hazelnuts, walnuts, and others. It's important to have raw nuts that are unsalted and not roasted. Nuts are full of protein and contain healthy fats, which are important for our health. Do you know any other cool snacks that are both healthy and tasty? Share your favorites in the comments. Now let's talk about drinks. It's important to stay properly hydrated, so I consume a lot of plain water throughout the day. I also have a couple of coffees in the first half of the day, which helps wake up my brain and boost my workouts. As for carbonated drinks or sugary juices, it's a bit complicated. While health gurus recommend avoiding them completely, it can be boring to drink only plain water. So, if I want to mix up my drink menu a bit, I go for zero sugar carbonated drinks. As for juices, I prefer tomato juice or other low sugar options. So guys, this is what I eat and drink every day. On average, I get about 170 grams of protein a day. But what's more important is not the exact meals or recipes, but the general principles I follow in my diet. First of all, I try to keep it simple. I have almost the same breakfast, dinner, snacks and drinks every day, with minor variations. This saves my mental energy and makes it easier to stick to my meal plan. The second principle is to have more protein for breakfast, and never skip the breakfast. Protein-dense food in the morning gives me energy, helps with satiety, and aids in blood sugar control. Of course, you can vary your meals much more than I do, but be sure to include 30 to 40 grams of protein for breakfast. The third principle is not to forget about fiber. Fiber-rich foods are crucial for digestion, hunger control, and offer many other benefits. So be sure to have some vegetables or whole grain bread in your daily diet, and you'll be fine. The first principle might sound a bit unusual, but here it is. If you don't want to eat unhealthy foods, just don't buy them. If you have ultra-processed foods like chips, sugary cereals or cookies in your home, you'll eventually eat them anyway. Principle number 5 is to use smart meal timing. Spread your meals throughout the day to avoid hunger and overeating. As I mentioned earlier, don't skip breakfast, and be sure to have dinner to avoid late-night eating. Also, try not to eat 2 hours before bed to ensure better sleep. I'd like to mention that I'm not a nutritionist, and this video is not a medical or nutritional advice. However, this high-protein diet, combined with 5K meal principles, effectively helps me keep my weight under control. If you're curious about how to mix a delicious protein shake without annoying clumps, watch this video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Eat healthy, stay active, and enjoy!